Gentlemen, we have called you together to inform you that we are going to overthrow the United States government.
Moonraker, Zardoz, Logan's Run, so many movies back in the 70s and 80s, so many science fiction books about world government run by a group of scientists who want to reduce world population by 99%. Now, Moonraker was written back in the 1960s by Ian Fleming, who'd been high-level OSS and then MI6 when they founded that in British intelligence. Now, you've seen The Kingsman, where you've got a rich group of billionaires that are going to send a code frequency over cell phones that are going to make people become violent, irritable, and start killing each other. I don't know if aliens are running this, but the way the technologies are coming out so fast and a lot of it doesn't look human-made. The way the government's so secretive and compartmentalized, the way the U.S. seems to develop it all first, then dole it out. And what all the technology does is poison us, sterilize us, and make us stupid. All the Trojan horses are Pavlovianly training us, conditioning us, ending our human relationships, and making people irritable and aggressive in thousands of studies on smartphones, TVs, and flicker rates. Let's cut right to the chase here. I don't know if Trump knows this, but the establishment knows, and they have laid out a grid worldwide of systems that don't just track the Internet of Things, that don't just surveil everything you do, but that patently kill you, give you cancer, and they can manipulate and throttle the frequencies in 5G that's going to be every 300 or 400 yards, where they can rattle the DNA and literally split it apart, causing cancer. They can give you cancer in these studies in a few days of being in proximity to one of these 5G that's turned to an oscillation where it goes up to a certain frequency and back down, back and forth very quickly. It breaks DNA. And they have studies, DARPA did studies on these as weapons. Those are declassified in the 70s, where you hit troops with it, they don't know what's happening, they get nauseous, they get irritable, and then they basically die in about a month from cancers all over the body. So the government is putting in microwave cancer systems to literally fry you. The cover story is that it is for communications and super fast downloads. It has nothing to do with that. I'm going to go further. Our government wants to put in 5G to be able to spy on us, monitor us, track us, control us, but also change our behavior or even kill us. Now, our government shouldn't have that power. And ladies and gentlemen, they don't want to tell you. They don't want you to know. They don't want you to be aware of it. But let me tell you something about radiation. There's lots of different types of it. This stuff goes right through you. It goes right through walls. It's ultra fast, and it's at the exact frequency to rattle DNA. Breaks your DNA. That means cancer. So here's some of the articles. 5G smartphones cause cancer. Big Wireless doesn't want you to know. Wired. 5G services is coming, and so are health concerns over the towers that support it. A switch to 5G may be bad for the environment. Newsweek even admits it. Plan for 5G cell phone towers raises health concerns. The rollout of 5G wireless service is a massive health experiment. Daily Mail. Ripon's cell tower to be removed from school grounds. Mothers of cancer survivors share feelings of relief, and all the kids that are dead and dying. In closing, it's the old parable of the vampire. Vampires aren't real, but the archetype is real. That you have to invite evil in. You have to go buy the cell phone. You have to bring it into your home. You have to learn to look into its eyes when it says, "Come here," and give it your worship and give it your time, and it bings and it buzzes like Pavlov's bell to the dog, and before you know it, you are entranced. It's an evil frequency. It's an anti-human operation. It's why I say it's alien. And I don't get into UFOs and all that stuff. I'm reading the Bible, folks. There's a fallen entity that hates our guts because we were made by God, his enemy. And it's obsessed with rolling something out, but we have free will. We have to accept it. We have to get addicted to it. And everything it does is dumb us down, give us cancer, rewire our brains, make us depressed. And all of us live in this. All of us are hypocrites. I'm in this quicksand with you. It's all here. It's all happening. It's all real.
Gentlemen, we have called you together to inform you that we are going to overthrow the United States government. Do you still think that jet fuel brought down the World Trade Center? Does anybody else see a problem here? If the government has nothing to hide, why are they so afraid to answer a few questions? This story does not add up.